Chrystia Freeland, Carney, Karina Gould, a few of the names that make up a full slate of candidates vying to lead the Liberal Party. Let's bring in former Liberal Party staffer then, Jeremy Ghio, to help break it all down for us. Jeremy, we've heard their initial pitches, some announcements, more eventful than others, I must say. Who in your mind are the front runners at this stage? You know, the person who will have this unenviable job of trying to bring the Liberal Party together?
I think for me, it's a duo between Mark Carney and Chrystia Freeland. Although Karina Gould is a very good quality candidate, I'm not sure she's going to be part of the front runners, though she's going to make her name for herself. And after one period in the game, it's 1-0 Chrystia Freeland. Her gathering today had way more energy, a good place to her family as well. We saw Chrystia Freeland that was a little bit more comfortable in that kind of event, a bigger political sense than Mark Carney. And she was very clear about her ballot question, standing up to Donald Trump.
It seems to be a two-pronged challenge facing these candidates, what Chrystia Freeland called the existential threat of a second Donald Trump administration. And the fact that whoever wins will then need to lead the Liberals most likely through a general election. Is there a singular message here? How should these candidates be positioning themselves?
They're both trying to put their own experience in front as the main reason why people should support them. On one side, you have Mark Carney using the role he played in managing the financial crisis in 2008. On the other side, you have Chrystia Freeland using the last negotiation with the US in the free trade agreement when she was the front leader in those negotiations and actually obtained gain for Canada. So we are seeing that Donald Trump is taking a lot of space in the conversation at the moment. We're going to see it happening again and again, but the candidates are doing something else as well. They're trying to position themselves personally. Mark Carney is trying to position himself as an outsider. Excuse me if I don't believe that a banker is not the typical candidate for politics. And Chrystia Freeland is trying to play the francophone family card in that race.
Do you think the right candidate or the right campaign could actually move the needle for the Liberals? Because, you know, going by the polls, it seems to be a foregone conclusion. Canadians seem to have lost trust in the party. Do you think there's hope there?
I don't see the Liberals winning the next general election. There is always hope, and we've seen some movement in the polls since December when they were at 16. Now the polls indicate that they're more around 20%. There's always hope. It's a little bit late in the game, and that's Justin Trudeau's fault. If Mr. Trudeau would have dropped and announced he was not running again in June, the Liberals would be in a better position at the moment. The timeline of all of that is very tight, and candidates, even if they're running in the leadership, they also kind of to take a position of prime minister if they want to perform well in a general election.
That is Jeremy Ghio, former Liberal Party staffer. Jeremy, thanks for that.